Well, just in time for Hispanic Heritage Month, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis upped the game by sending 2 planefuls of immigrants to the East Coast elite's favorite vacation island, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. I personally think it's genius.
Did Charlamagne the devil just tell the damn truth? Man, there is nothing like seeing the Democrats cry and complain when they receive the shit end stick of their own policies. They are such hypocrites, and they are getting exposed daily. We all know that the invasion, the border crisis has been going on in our country for a long time, is a problem. But we always hear the rhetoric from the Democratic Party, the party of diversity and inclusion, right? They're all for black and brown people. They're the ones that kneel down with dashiki on and pander to the black community and pander to the Spanish community, all while disrespecting them at the same time. You remember, you ain't black? Yeah, Joe Biden.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Yeah, we got Charlamagne in the news now. Charlamagne the devil. He goes by Charlamagne Tha God, but I call him Charlamagne the devil. Yeah, Charlamagne the devil, surprisingly, he did a really good panel on his show that's on Comedy Central. He did a really good panel centered around the subject, and where they brought up DeSantis and the fact that he flew 2 plane loads to Martha's Vineyard. But the audacity of the Democrats and them constantly putting out into the ether, constantly putting out in mainstream media that they are sanctuary cities. Yeah, that's their talking point. That's the rhetoric. And we know it's BS because now look how fast they got rid of them Migos up out of Martha's Vineyard. They didn't even last 24 hours. All the way from New York with Eric Adams, D.C., Chicago with Beetlejuice, Lori Lightfoot, and now Martha's Vineyard. They are supposed to be sanctuary cities. And they complain, and now they push the same rhetoric like synchronized swimmers that somehow Governor Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis are using these illegal immigrants as political pawns. You know what I mean? So I want to play the panelist clip, and then I'm going to give you guys my mean tweet commentary.
For months, Republican governors have sent busloads of illegal immigrants to sanctuary cities like New York, D.C., and Chicago with the message of, if you like them so much, they're yours, okay? Well, just in time for Hispanic Heritage Month, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis upped the game by sending 2 planefuls of immigrants to the East Coast elite's favorite vacation island, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. I personally think it's genius. But I wish that governors like Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott would give Democratic governors and mayors more of a heads up, because then that would expose the hypocrisy of the Democrats, which is they don't want immigrants here either. What say you, panel? Angela Rye?
First of all, I want to just dig deeper into the fact that these folks who are priding themselves on sending not just busloads, but also now plane loads of immigrants to and migrants to countries or to states that have not and are not expecting them.
I thought they were sanctuary cities, though.
It doesn't matter. When you haven't talked to these folks about what your plans are and you're dropping it, it is a political game for them.
I agree.
And how are you going to tout the Bible? You're the Bible-beating Christian governors. I'm just curious about what kind of Christianity they're practicing. You want to talk about Democrat hypocrisy? I want to call the Republicans on bluff too.
Yeah. What do you think, Malcolm?
I'm with Angela. This is
now you with Angela.
Oh,
You're
don't want to fight no more, huh?
In fact, we have more in common.
I know the feeling.
Shut up.
No, how are we in a situation in our country when we're treating people who want to come here, who think highly enough of America that they want to risk their lives to come here, and we're treating them like props in some kind of political stunt?
What I hate is the fact that a lot of these immigrants are being sent to these cities, and these are the same cities that ship out their homeless people to the outside counties. So a lot of these Democratic cities
that
are, oh, we love people and we love people. Hey, homeless man, get your ass out. They deliberately hide people already. So a lot of these Democrats that are complaining about the Republicans are running something similar within their own counties.
Man, that chicken and orange is full of shit. I'm never gonna understand why some of these black liberals in this country are so romantically in love with the Democratic Party. I'm never gonna understand it. This chick doesn't even know Why is she making a talking point that the Democrats in these sanctuary cities didn't know that they were coming? Charlamagne hit it on the nail. He hit it on the nail. Well, I thought they were sanctuary cities. Why do they need to have a heads up? Do the border states get a heads up when these illegal immigrants are pouring into our country? When we have God knows what's going on, how they got here, human trafficking and all, the drug cartel, all that, we have no idea. They didn't get a notice. They didn't get a memo. They just showed up. As a matter of fact, I think I read they get up to 7,000 illegal immigrants a day. And she got the nerve to be sitting up here talking about they didn't give them a notice, I thought that they were the party of diversity and inclusion, that the illegal immigrants are seeking asylum, that they are sanctuary cities. And this is what I'm talking about, how the Democrats are just constantly full of you know what. They are hypocrites. I'm so happy that Charlamagne the Devil is somewhat putting out truth. I wouldn't put it past him when election time comes up. As it gets closer, he switches right back and does more interviews with Joe Biden for him to turn around and disrespect people in this country again by telling them they ain't black if they don't vote for the Democratic Party, which is a major problem in this country anyway, when 98% black folks vote Democrat. They don't know anything about the policies. They don't know why they voting for them. They just watch BET, Revolt TV, and listen to Puff Daddy and them go on voting campaigns, vote or die. They vote because their grandmama voted that way. It's very irritating. But the other guy, his co-host, hit it on the nail too, exposing him. The Democrats have been doing this all along as well. They do their own little thing where they ship them out and to other counties outside of their city. Yeah, they did. Lori Lightfoot just did that. Yeah, all it took was 50 immigrants, 50 migrants to come on them buses, and it just destroyed their whole narrative. They sent buses to New York, destroyed the narrative. Sent buses to D.C., destroyed the narrative. Buses to Chicago, destroyed the narrative. And now here we go again. I mean, man, you can't make this shit up, man. It's just BS. And then let me touch up on this point, and then I'm going to close it out. They keep saying that they're using them as like political stunts and pawns. And I hear the going back and forth that this is just like photo ops and media ops, right? But you know what? For those that are opposed to it, you may have a point. They may be using them as political stunts or pawns. I don't think so. I would disagree with you strongly. And then here's why. We know that's been a problem. D.C., yeah, the Venezuela 2.0, Hugo Chavez Jr., Sleepy Joe that turned the White House into a nursing home, yeah, they won't do anything about the problem. We're sending all this money all the way to Ukraine and all these different places when we can be using our own tax-paying dollars to do something. What's the first thing Joe Biden did? He stopped the production of building the wall. What was Trump trying to do? Build the wall. We were coming up. If you look at the data, there was less illegal immigrants coming into the country compared to now under this regime. So I don't want to hear it. Those are the facts. That's not my opinion. So it drives me insane. But here's what I'll say to it. I think that it's genius. Just like Charlamagne the Devil said. Ron DeSantis and Governor Greg Abbott and them, even Doug out in Arizona, I think it's genius what they're doing. They're making the Democrats put their money where their mouth is, right? I think that because of, if you want to say it's a political stunt, because of their political stunts, look at how much coverage they've got. Look at how much highlight and focus and attention they have put on our borders. And all the Democrats try to do is the same thing, is spin it and put all their misogynist rhetoric or their racist rhetoric, the same BS. Y'all know what I'm talking about, over and over again. So it's highlighted, this political stuff highlighted and shows the problem that is there, that they are not trying to fix and they continue to ignore. And that's just point blank what it is. Put it in the comments what your thoughts are. I really want to know. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe and that notification bell so that you know every time I put out a new video. Everybody else that's been supporting me, if you want to put a middle finger up to the algorithm, make sure you comment, like, and share. It's your boy, Craig Long 45. You can't make this shit up. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, oi.